friends, welcome to another video. In this video, I want to do a bag review on one of my favorite bags of all time, the DIOR Saddle Bag. So stay tuned and I'll give you more of my thoughts on this bag. So before we get into this bag review, I just want to share a brand new jewelry brand that I just discovered and it has blown my mind. And thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this segment of the video. They are a jewelry brand that is not only cares about the environment and its sustainability goals, but also brings very affordable jewelry pieces to people like you and I who want to save a bit bang for a buck, but also take care of the environment and also have those aesthetically pleasing jewelry pieces to wear time and time again. And I have a couple of beautiful jewelry pieces on, and honestly, the quality is absolutely insane. The prices are amazing and the jewelry is just so unique and so special. And it really gives me that amazing aesthetic that I've always wanted. I mean, I've gotten so many piercings now because I wanted to just pursue that aesthetic of like all those stacked hoop earrings, and I feel like Ana Luisa really came in handy to bring these beautiful jewelry pieces. I really appreciate that Ana Luisa is 100% carbon and water neutral, and they use recycled material when they can. And not to mention their packaging is made up of 100% recycled material and also so good for traveling. The jewelry is high quality, sustainable, and affordable. And as someone who's trying to be mindful of what I buy, and I can definitely get behind jewelry that is not only fair price, hypoallergenic, but also paves the way for a more sustainable future. As someone who loves fashion, I also care so much about the environment and making sure that I'm being mindful with my purchases, I'm being more sustainable with my choices, and we're not kind of, embracing the fast fashion industry and being more thoughtful on top of saving more money. I feel like Ana Luisa really came in clutch with these jewelry pieces because I have not taken them off. I love this ring. It's minimal, it's aesthetically pleasing, it's also solid gold, and I just love it so much. So I also have 20% off linked in the description box below, so definitely check Ana Luisa out, and I really hope that you enjoy their jewelry as much as I do because I think that I will not be taking any of these things off, and I will definitely go and look for more because I might even use the code because their stuff is actually so bomb. So I hope you check them out, and let's get into the bag review. Okay, so the DIOR Saddle Bag, honestly, I feel like you guys all have to know by now that this is literally one of my favorite bags of all time, and the bag that I still wear all the time, and the bag that I am the most obsessed with. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see this bag literally all of the time. I'm constantly wearing it. It comes with me on vacations. I feel like it is, I'm just gonna say it. I am so glad I got this bag and I do recommend it, but I do have other thoughts. So firstly, with some of the pros, I love this bag because this is the actual original version, so it's a larger version and there's actually a smaller version. But what I love about this version is that it actually fits items in there. And when I had purchased this bag, I wanna say it was 2 Christmases ago, and this was a seasonal color, but I think that there might be a color called Cognac that is actually very similar to this one. And I got this DIOR saddle bag when they didn't come with the straps at all, but now the saddles do come with a strap. But honestly, I don't even, I was thinking about maybe getting another strap for it, but honestly, I think the aesthetic itself really does not need it. So some of the things that I really do like about this bag is that it actually does fit quite a few items. So because this is the original larger size, I can fit a pair of sunglasses in there. I can fit AirPods, my actual big, my compact but chunky wallet. I can fit that in there as well. And I feel like this bag also fits everything that I need and a little bit more. So I will do a clip now of all the items that I can actually fit in this bag. So this DIOR saddle actually has a magnetic closure like this. And as you can see from the inside, it's actually really roomy. You have the 2 grooves at the bottom. I forgot my chapstick in there, but you can see that there are two grooves at the bottom there. So when you're able to kind of like maneuver things around, you're actually able to slot like little items in that area. So it actually makes space for larger items in your bag. And because I've used this bag so often and so much, I kind of like now have kind of a system in when I kind of pack this bag up. So let me show you how I do that. So I kind of start off with my larger wallet. So this is a Louis Vuitton wallet. It is actually quite compact because I've stuffed it to the brim. And I like to slot that all the way at the bottom of my DIOR saddle. So when I stuff it in there, there's still plenty of room, as you can see. And then after that, I kind of like to add my lipsticks at the bottom here. And I kind of slot that in like the top groove like that. So you can see it's kind of in there. And then my AirPods case in one of the grooves as well. And then I can, obviously there's still room for a Kleenex box, so I stick that in there. And then my hand sanitizer also can go into one of those groove areas. And obviously like a comb, like this isn't gonna take much space, so I can slot that to the side. And look, you can see that there's still so much room. And in this, I can put my sunglasses. I like to store them kind of at the top there. I know it's like, this is not like the ideal way to store your sunglasses, but obviously I should probably take more care, but this is kind of how I do it when I'm on the go. And then my keys, I can obviously stick them on to the side like that. And then I can easily close it all the way up like this. And because I organize it in that way, like you don't actually get any of the grooves kind of pushing out at the bag, so it kind of keeps its shape a little bit more. And like, yes, it's really stuffed, but it still looks really good. And so it looks like that. And then obviously I have my smaller Dior card case, which I normally use sometimes. And then that, I mean, if I really wanted to stick that in there as well, like that, there's still a bit of room here, which I can do that. But overall, I feel like this bag fits so much, and honestly, deceivingly so, because it doesn't seem like it would fit quite that much, but it really does. And I still really much recommend this bag over the smaller size, especially if you want to be able to actually fit your items in there. I know the smaller size is super cute, but it really doesn't fit as much as this one does, so I really do recommend this size more. Like, look, there's still a little bit of space where I can fit a few more items, receipts or whatever when I'm on the go. But yeah, overall, I really recommend this bag. So another element to this bag is there's actually a back pocket in here, though I don't often use it. It's just handy to know that there's something here that I can even stick some sort of receipts or stick something that I need right away, like my bank card or anything like that. So I like that. And what I really appreciate is just the attention to detail. So you got the CD logo here, and then you get it on this side. So when you have it over the shoulder, for example, like this, you're still gonna get that aesthetic of the logo here and like a bit of this. And I just love that look so much. Honestly, this is just cool girl style and more. It's literally the epitome of just like cool girl vibes. And every time I wear this bag, I really get that. And it's everything. So that's why I really like it. I think that like, I also love the color that this comes in. So this is not the brown color, because there's a darker brown, and I was comparing the two when I was buying them, and I felt like the brown was a little bit too brown. This is kind of like a yellowy brown, and so this is honestly the perfect color, styled with black and other browns. So if I were to have gotten that darker brown, it wouldn't be like the chocolate brown that Bottega has. It's much more of a kind of like a wooden brown, and it just didn't seem like it really, like when I was wearing it, like thinking about it compared to like other colors, like I love wearing like this kind of chocolate color, it wouldn't have gone. It would have been too like, it would have been the right tone of brown for it. So this yellowy brown, like look at it, like this compared to the brown looks so good and so exceptional. And so I feel like if this saddle weren't for this color, I feel like I probably wouldn't have gotten the wear out of it as I did. But overall, I think that this bag is literally such a good kind of like collector's piece. So I say that the pro of this bag is that it is kind of a bag that like, if you are definitely a handbag collector like I am, like you kind of have to have this bag in your collection. And what I love about this bag is like, it looks so different than any handbag you will ever have, right? But it's also such a I don't want to say historical, but such a iconic piece, and something that is not only just like an art staple, but something that like you kind of have a part of history as well, right? Like it's such a classic Dior look, and I honestly don't think I will ever get rid of this bag. I think it is just so beautiful in its own way, and honestly, like if it's something that you want, a collector's, a timeless, like forever bag that just like looks amazing and is so different and so artsy, and if you're a bag collector like I am, I think this is a beautiful, perfect bag for that. So I feel like a con with this bag is that there are sometimes when I am putting this down, like because it's a shoulder bag, and when you're at a restaurant and there's hangers for your bag, this is a really difficult bag to just make sure that like it is okay, if that makes any sense. So it's really hard to like store it when you're out at a restaurant, because what happens is this Dior logo tends to hang over, and I'm noticing that this is kind of getting a little bit wrinkly, and it's really hard to just like be able to like sit your bag like on your chair. I mean, like, unless you're laying it flat on your table, because it's such an awkward shape, it's like really difficult to store. But I mean, I have a bag stand for this bag because I think it needs it to maintain its shape. Like that's the only thing, right? To be mindful of like how you're displaying it. See like what I mean? Like when you just have it flat, like this hangs down. So it does kind of wrinkle the leather over time. But I mean, for what this is and how much wear I get out of it, it's not kind of a big deal for me. And I'm pretty fine with that because I just love this bag so much. That's kind of a con. Another con is, as much as you can fit, you're not going to be able to fit everything. And when you have to throw things in here, it's really difficult to actually maneuver your way to find actually what you're looking for. But I mean, if that's not a big hassle, I feel like that's like, to me, it's not a big deal. Like I will just kind of rework and kind of like find my items around. That's the only pain, but that's not a huge hassle for me. Now, would I recommend this bag now? I would say that if I were to be thinking about getting this bag now rather than getting this bag, I want to say 2 Christmases ago, I would really, really genuinely be debating it. I think the trend of the saddle bag has definitely gone down, but like it's kind of those bags where if you know, you know, or like if you love it, right? And that's kind of where I am with this. I love this bag, so I will never get rid of it. I love this bag, and maybe if I were to find this color again, I definitely would probably consider it. As a bag collector, I think that it's like that art piece in my collection that I feel like I needed to have. As someone who is a bag collector, I think that I would consider this bag now if I didn't have it. But for someone who wants a classic bag that's going to stand the test of time, I don't know if I would recommend this bag. Even though now it comes with a strap, I feel like this bag is still kind of a little bit more like, I mean, if you are first starting out, I wouldn't recommend this bag. I would recommend something a little bit more timeless, like the 30 Montaigne, like maybe in a black color or a white color, something a little bit more structured. If this is like your second or third bag and you want something a little bit more funky, I think this is going to be a solid choice. I think this is like honestly like a perfect choice for something that like stands out and is a little bit different when you already have a lot of your timeless pieces, a black like rectangular bag, and you want something a little bit different. I think this is a really, really good one to go for. But if you're looking for something a little bit more timeless, something where you can wear it every day, I mean, I wear this every single day and it goes with everything. I still think this is a solid choice, but it's just really honestly what you're looking for. But I honestly think that if you went for the Dior Saddle, you could go no wrong because it is just a beautiful bag. And here's the thing, like with Dior bags, the quality is insane. It's honestly such a work of art. There's so much attention to detail. And I think that what I love about it is just like, it's all the little details, right? Where you get the CD on the side. So when you're wearing this on the side and you have it as a shoulder bag, like it looks so good. I don't know what else to say. It just looks so good. And so even when you have it kind of on like your arm like this, it still looks amazing and it stands out. And it's just kind of like, like it's just like you look at it and it's just so beautiful. So, I mean, I have this like, I wake up and I see this every morning and I'm still like, wow, this bag is so beautiful. It is so perfect. And that's because like when I made the decision to get this bag, it was those butterfly feelings for sure. So, you know, I have always stressed this. You know when you know with a bag, you're getting those butterfly feelings, you know you can do no wrong, right? Like you will always, like there's always going to be that like, I love that bag, I'm gonna wear it. And honestly, like it doesn't really matter. Like for me, it doesn't really matter whether or not this is in style or not. I just love it. And I get those butterfly feelings every time I want to wear this bag. And that's kind of what you want when you invest in a really, really expensive purchase like this. So do I recommend it? Yes. If it's your first time buying a designer handbag, maybe hold off and find something a little bit more structured where you can fit all the things that you need to. But if you want a beautiful art piece, I really, really do recommend this bag. This is how I normally store my DIOR saddle bag. I like to keep it on this bag hanger that I received from Amazon. And I think it's just a really good way to just maintain the look of it, especially the strap. And honestly, it displayed like this is just also so beautiful. So, especially if you're a handbag collector like me, like this is just like aesthetically pleasing. And that's how I like to keep my DIOR saddle bag. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video and thought it was informative and helpful and maybe helped you make a decision whether or not you want to invest in the DIOR saddle bag or not. It's literally one of my favorite bags of all time, and I will say that over and over and over again. I'm sure I've said that so many times in this video, but it truly, truly is, and I still wear it all of the time, and I really, really do recommend it. But remember to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed bag reviews and videos like this. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. See you later.